Malfurion versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Nature must be preserved.
Seems like a solid curve, but really only if the Tidehunter actually survives. But Murloc Warleader is like the best card in my deck, so I probably keep it anyway, even if I can't play it until 4 or 5. Well, on the bright side, my Murloc should probably survive the turn, since he didn't do anything on board.
A natural mistake.
Jesus Christ. Oh, he drew! He drew cards! I thought he was BMing with that natural mistake, but he actually fucked up.
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
He even got the worst one. Well, arguably. Let's just play some more Murlocs and then protect our Murlocs with this guy. And do what we can to protect our board. We did give up, what, 6 damage? Trading like that? Maybe giving up 6 damage wasn't worth it. But if he swipes here, we're still gonna have 4 power on board. Well, look carefully at your choose one cards, boys.
Malfurion versus Rexxar.
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
I think I would usually rather play Tidecaller on turn 1 instead of Enchanted Raven. So maybe I mulligan the Raven, looking for maybe like a Druid of the Swarm or a Bluegill or something to better protect this. And if he misses his 1-drop somehow, then Murloc Tidehunter is an insane follow-up to Tidecaller. Okay, so we can either just play the Tidehunter and trade in, or we can try to play Druid of the Swarm to protect this. Let's just trade in. It denies him the Razor Maw follow-up. Pretty lucky that he just nailed the other 1-drop, huh? I think it is pretty important to keep his board clear. If he wasn't Hunter, I'd be real happy to just play Crypt Lord. I'd probably trade into the Timberwolf. But Hunters with Beast on the board are scary. He used Coin already, so there's no Houndmaster. But I am leaving him open to a Crackling Razor Maw. I mean, I guess I could play Crypt Lord and just trade both of these off. Or wait, maybe the play is just Enchanted Raven Power of the Wild. That seems pretty good, actually. Plays into Unleash the Hounds a bit, but then we still have a 3/3. Yeah, I think this is probably the play. Yeah, so we get to clear him and keep our board.
This beast will not be tamed.
Stitched Tracker. I wonder if that tells me he's a slower list. I know some people have played that in Face Hunter, which I don't really understand, but lets you find Leroy, I guess. What do we expect him to play on turn 4? Probably nothing that I particularly need a Poisonous against. But if I'm hiding it behind a Crypt Lord, I may as well just take Poisonous anyway, right? This thing isn't even a beast, so I think I'm going to ignore it instead of trading a 2/1 into it. There was some consideration to hold the Innervate there because I do play double Ultimate Infestation in my deck, but even if I draw it next turn, it's still like 3 turns out, and every other card in my deck is playable without Innervate. Wow, that was a good macaw. I think I want this one to be a taunt, because it seems like we are Running a little bit low on taunt points relative to the power of his board. Let's kill a 3/2. 3 power guys go face. And we probably just send everything face. Because we don't really get particularly good trades. We can't full clear. We'll always be leaving a beast up. I mean, I guess if we wanted to send an Enchanted Raven into one of these, we could have cleared all the beasts. But that seems a little excessive. Death Rattle's a little bit slow, friend. I'm sure he was really hoping for Poisonous. So we're showing 12 here. Probably just go face at this point. Even though there are some decent trades we can pick up. Why trade when you can put the Hunter at 2? Kinda got wrecked. Man, he can clear my board here too. Probably gonna need an ultimate infestation to close this one out. I didn't mean this turn though. We're going face. We need to get these couple hero powers in. So if we can survive until turn 10, then UI can save us. I think he'll only have 5 mana to work with here, so hopefully he shouldn't be able to make anything too crazy. Oh god, it has taunt. How do we get the 6th point of damage? Well, Finge is a strong card. Looks like it's going to be hard for Finge to actually find something to kill, though. Probably gonna have to cast Ultimate Infestation on the Nesting Rock if we live that long. Oh my god. We lost to Deathstalker Rexar. Because I only drew one of my 4 nerfed cards. Unlucky.
Malfurion versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Nature must be preserved.
Grimscale Oracle rather, is not a great 1-drop. But considering we have the Rockpool Hunter, we'll keep any 1-cost Murloc we can get. He does have coin, so if he really wants to, he can coin hero power into this. But that's probably not really what you want to be doing with your coin as Jade or Aggro Druid. So I think there's a very good chance Rockpool gets to hit here. And if Rockpool gets to hit, then there's a good chance we can follow up with Tide Hunter and Mark of the Lotus on 4 minions. This is a really good Rockpool. We are far ahead on this board right now. Patches is strong here. He has 1 mana left. It's probably going to end up just being the 1/2 because Mark of the Lotus isn't too good here. Oh, or an Enchanted Raven. That works too. So I was just going to go for a Tide Hunter Mark of the Lotus play. But with the Druid of the Swarm, I can just value trade in here. I mean, I guess I don't really spend that much mana though. It's probably still just this. It's not like the Corsair actually gets any good trades. All my things have 2 health. He can buff it with a Mark of the Lotus of his own, but so far he doesn't have much of a board, and I can hero power into it if it tries to value trade into the 2/2.
The scourge will devour all.
Yikes, that's actually really strong. Well, the power of the wild lets me kill this, so that's probably a play. make a big taunt and kill his Crypt Lord before it gets out of control. Innervate power. It's not even a very good power. My 4/1 still kills Fledgling. My 2/6 still kills this thing. So we probably just go Bluegill in here. 12 him. I don't really see much of a punish for just going face here. Like, yeah, he can buff this thing out of range so it doesn't die when it trades in. But then he just dies, so yeah.
Malfurion versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I must protect the wild.
I think this is a keep. We got our 1-drop, we got Innervate, we got Warleader. We don't really have an obvious, like, good turn 2 play right now. But we can probably pick something up, right? Okay, now for turn 2 we can just play this hand. Which is really, really sick if he doesn't have the backstab here.
No, trust me.
We are going to swing into this to protect the Warleader. As valuable as these Tide Colors are, the Warleader is even more valuable. And if he wants to dagger into this guy and take 5 damage. Well, he actually chose not to backstab the guy last turn. I guess backstabbing it's not really that important if the other person doesn't have Innervate Warleader. So you usually want to hit more than 2 minions with Power of the Wild, but these are 2 really good minions to hit. Kinda would like to protect this guy from the dagger. But I could also just play out the Bluegill, he's kinda protected from the dagger. Since it's going here, lets me push basically 3 damage since we go bop bop and then he swings in here. Power of the Wild does the same kind of thing. Bluegill's worse against Fan. Let's play around Fan of Knives, I guess.
Out of my jungle!
Wow, really? Well, we can play out some Murlocs and smack him pretty hard here. SI, sure. We've still got 8 damage as of right now. Alright, we've still got 6. Mark of the Lotus only pushes 1 because we have to trade something in here anyway. I guess we're gonna cast the Mark of the Lotus here. Basically just to push the 1 damage, so we only have to hero power him 2 more times after this turn.
The shadows beckon.
Okay, he sapped my guy. But it looks like we're just gonna be able to hero power him here. I guess we'll play out some things, not really sure how much these things matter. Needs a taunt or a heal. He's playing Mistress of Mixtures, so maybe there is an Earthen Ring Farseer in that deck. Okay.